Look at this. Christmas is over, everyone. That is the Christmas tree being dismantled and about to be removed by crane from the Grand Californian Hotel here at the Disneyland Resort in Anaheim, California. I am up really high. This is the 6th floor, or well, we're in between the 5th and the 6th floor. Up here in the Grand Californian Hotel, a beautiful specimen of architecture, and I'm terrified because I'm up on this crazy stairway and I don't like it. It's the sometimes vlog. It's a vlog that happens sometimes, and it's right now 3-ish in the morning, so not a time to be yelling very loudly. And like I said, we are up on the 6th floor of the Grand Californian Hotel. Now normally it would be shenanigans for me and you to be wandering around the 6th floor of the Grand Californian Hotel, especially this late at night. Like, hey, you're not staying there. You're not a registered hotel guest. You're not allowed up there. But tonight, things are a little bit differently because now the inmates are running the asylum and we have permission to be here. You see, there's a lot of very strange, we gotta be quiet though, people are sleeping. There's a lot of strange and unusual circumstances that happen to me, my friends. A lot of weird stuff happens to me in my life. I meet strange people. I get strange opportunities. I meet people from all walks of life. I'm at gas stations. I meet hobos, literally. I stay in weird people's houses all across the country when I was in a band. Everybody from preachers and deacons to weird, crazy, I don't even know, metalheads and all kinds of weird people. Sometimes I run into people who get rooms at the Grand Californian Hotel, don't need them, and end up not spending the night at them. Well, basically, to make a long story short, the best way I can explain this is, I met a person. This person happens to be staying at the Grand Californian Hotel or has a room here. They are not using it at night. That goes, hey, would you like to use my extra night at the Grand Californian Hotel and then use the extra magic hours in the morning? I said, yes, that sounds great. And here is the room that my friend is staying in. Right here. Look at this. This is the entryway to this wonderful room, the Arcadia Suite here at the Grand Californian Hotel. And now we can be a little bit louder. This is freaking crazy. I'm gonna do the intro again just because I wanted to do some gusto. It's the Sometimes Vlog. It's a vlog that happens sometimes. Earlier I walked in here and just tripped out. Look at this. Have you ever walked into a hotel room? First of all, I very rarely ever walked into a hotel room that had a sitting area in it, much without the bed. First of all, where the heck is the bed? Second of all, look at the size of it. Look at the size of this room. It's so big, it's so large coming in past the fireplace here that you didn't even notice a human being sitting in it. Look, it's George, everyone. My good friend George, the guard, right? Right. My bodyguard. George, the guy from the gate. You know George from Periscope, and he's been in the vlog before. Last time you and I were at the Grand Californian Hotel, we were walking downtown Disney, and we were wandering around the premises of this hotel late at night. Yep. You were talking about how it has nostalgic connections for you. You brought your wife here on your first date or something? No. No? What was it? What is it?
We just used to go to that balcony over there.
And make out?
Yeah.
Okay. You used to make out on a balcony here. We'll show that balcony in a minute. Ho, because it's a hot and sexy place to be. But your dad works for the park. Right. Your mom works for the park. Yep. And you grew up kind of being dropped off and wandering around this place. I'm like, I'm loving it. For New Year's Eve, didn't you guys get a room here?
Yeah, we did.
So you guys had a room here and had a party here. So George loves the Grand Californian. So there's no better person than George to invite with me to stare and gawk at this crazy room. Most people, I'm going to go ahead and say 99.9% of the planet, including you and including me, would never have any reason to ever be in anything like this. And just to prove a point, to turn around here for a second and look out that window. The view that you're seeing out of these massive craftsman-style windows is the pool at the Grand Californian Hotel. We're like centered on the main building of it. I don't know why I'm standing on a coffee table. It's just part of my job.
Why not?
right? Why not? Look at this. The Grand Californian Hotel is the main hotel that's built halfway inside of DCA, Disney's California Adventure, just across the main gate from Disneyland in downtown Disney. It straddles downtown Disney, DCA, and it's just a stone's throw from Disneyland. It has its own private entrance into DCA, and it's all California craftsman themes. That's the architecture. So see the table here and the carpet and the design of this house, this room, and the whole hotel is all based around that. You can look it up, Google it. California craftsman architecture. Green and Green are two famous architects in the California craftsman architecture movement. Frank Lloyd Wright, I think to a degree, he's sort of like in the craftsman thing, but if you Google it, you'll see Green and Green built the house that was Doc Brown's house in Back to the Future and all this different stuff. Another house, the Blacker Hill house, all kinds of crazy stuff. So that architecture thing gets really nerdy. I don't want to get any more, I don't want to expose myself as being any more nerdy than I already have. Just right there. But this is very fancy architecture, very cool styling. Like just to buy a lamp like this, just because my dad's into it. So I was looking at a lamp not that long ago, and just to buy a lamp like that was like $1 billion. Like $1 billion. So I don't know what this room cost, but it's crazy. George, you ever been any place like this?
Never.
Dude, it's like Home Alone 2.
I feel like Kevin McAllister.
Yeah, we're like Home Alone 2. Lost in New York. We're at the fabulous Plaza Hotel. Look at that. I don't even know what to do. So earlier, when this friend of mine was up here, it's a good buddy of mine, we were up here and just sitting here and World of Color started, and you could see back here was World of Color going on in the background, but look at the size of it. I just thought, what an opportunity to vlog and show all of my friends this crazy room that pretty much I have no business being in. You have no business being in.
No business.
None of us have. Right? Not us, buddy. Not us. Not him or me or you. So this is the whole thing. This is my whole life's philosophy now, is to take all these. I always drift around and these weird things happen to me. And my whole thing is to have a good attitude, show people how having a good attitude and being open-minded can lead you to some strange and unusual places. And then when you get to those strange and unusual places, film them and share them with the rest of the world. Because here's the thing, man. You can't be David Copperfield, right? But you can read the book David Copperfield and inhabit his mind. Art has a purpose. It's not just about going somewhere. It's about mentally traveling there, because it's actually kind of more important to mentally travel somewhere, because I'll tell you what, George, I have been to a lot of places that I never went to because I showed up there and was too wrapped up in drama or what was on my phone or what I was doing or what was going on at the time, and I didn't even appreciate the fact that I was at, say, Niagara Falls or something like that. Then later, I'll watch a really good documentary about Niagara Falls, and then I'm actually there, and I learned something.
That's how I felt about Pearl Harbor the first time I went there.
Pearl Harbor the first time you went there, or the first time you watched that movie?
First time I went to Pearl Harbor.
Oh, okay, I was going to say, because that movie was terrible. You don't want to watch that movie.
Like, I knew the whole story and everything, but later on, like you said, I watched a documentary, and the second time we went, I paid more attention.
See, there you go. So it was more important to mentally travel there in the documentary than it was to travel there the first time.
Right.
Because you didn't even appreciate it.
Yeah.
But my whole point was that if you're going to go somewhere, share. But look at this crazy, crazy room. Like, I've never even seen a picture of it in here. I didn't know this was here. And I was tripping out earlier because I have lived in Anaheim forever. I've been here longer than this hotel has been here. And I've been to this hotel a million times. I use the bathrooms and the lobbies because they are nice. Let me tell you. The bar downstairs is nice. The Hearthstone and the whole thing. It's a wonderful place. And I never knew something like this existed. I had my honeymoon, not that that worked out, in this hotel. In a crappy room.
Did you now?
It was a pretty crappy room, man. The walls were paper thin. You could hear people screaming all night. I don't know. I don't remember it being a nice room. And the whole thing is, I think if I'd had it here, things would have been better.
Probably.
Especially if it were with you, George. That's weird. Why did I say that? Okay, so in here, look at this. Connected to this living room. So foyer. Okay, let's go backwards. Let's go backwards. First of all, when you enter this room through these massive doors, as we did, on your left-hand side is a bathroom. There's a bathroom in here. Now, let me tell you, where I live, I'm not even exaggerating at all. I live in a room about the size of this entrance. My bathroom is about the size of that bathroom, including the space for the shower right here. So here's a bathroom here with a phone next to the jug. So maybe this is actually the conference room, George. Look it. It's just like in Paris when we did the vlog in Disneyland Paris's hotel room where I stayed at. You got this phone for emergencies. It's not dialing anything though. I think you're just allowed to dial whoever you want. Dial a friend. Hey, George. It's me, Justin. I'm sitting on the john, thinking about friendship, wondering what you're up to. What you up to, buddy? Why didn't he answer me? How rude. Anyway, there's a bathroom in there, a closet over here, filled with probably wonderful things like towels and blankets and things and a bra. Oh no, that's an umbrella. There's an umbrella in here? Bro, there's an umbrella in here. Have you ever seen that?
Nope.
Anyway, after the foyer, of course, is this giant living room area with another phone. What do these people need all these phones for? I think people who have money need to do a lot of business. And they need to do business while they're doing business. And while they're doing business, like printing and faxing, and there's all kinds of plugs here and things that I don't even understand, because nothing I do is as important as the things that happen in this room, probably. What'd you say?
Is this a phone charger?
Is this a what?
A phone charger.
What, George? Is it a phone charger? I don't know. I don't know what it is. There's all kinds of foliage in here I've never seen before. Anyway, and then off to the side is this dining room area, of which George has to pull out every chair. He's got a thing about it. He's going to pull out every chair like a little kid and sit in it. Are you going to sit in every chair, George?
I already did.
Is that why you're always playing musical chairs on Periscope? You're just obsessed with
It
chairs?
wasn't Periscope, it was that other
Look at
thing.
this. Look at this. Look at just the craftsmanship. Huh? Pun? Pun intended. Okay, over here. This is an adjoining room over here. So there's an adjoining hotel room. So apparently, if you have the suite, you can just continue adding on rooms ad infinitum until you own the whole floor like Michael Jackson or whoever. George is the one that told me Michael Jackson did that. Apparently, George and Michael Jackson were very close friends. Like this. Look at this table. This table is bigger than any table I've ever sat in my entire life. Sit over there, George. Sit at the end. Sit at the end over there. See, I'm at the head of the table. Do you know how I know this is the head of the table, George?
No.
Because I'm the farthest away from the little kitchen right there.
Oh, okay.
See, the farthest away from the kitchen is the head of the table because he's the farthest away from the peasant servants that you're next to. So I am the leader. So you know what this feels like right now, right? This feels like that scene in Batman, the Tim Burton Batman, where he's like, can you pass the salt? And then Bruce Wayne has to get up from the table and take the salt all the way down to the room. She's like, oh, this is a nice room. Do you eat in here often? He's like, oh, yeah. You know what? I don't think I've ever been in this room before. You ever see that movie, George?
Of course.
Are you lying to me, George? You lying about seeing Batman, George?
Vicky Vale.
Okay. Vicky Vale. That's the secret. That's the password. That's literally the password to all of my Facebook accounts that I don't have.
Vicky Vale.
Vicky Vale. Vicky Vale. Exclamation point.
Exclamation.
Okay. Not explanation point. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, exclamation point. Look at this. This is probably a real paint. Oh, that does feel real. Feel it, George. Feel the painting. Feel it with your tongue.
I'm not feeling it with my tongue.
Why? We have unlimited access.
Why don't you feel it with your tongue?
Okay. No, I can't lick the art. That's not a postage stamp, George. That's art. You're supposed to touch art with your fingers. I heard that preserves the oil painting. Finger painting, this is what finger painting means, right?
This is why they let everyone
Actually,
touch
kind
the
of
Mona
looks like
Lisa.
a finger painting. Yeah, I touched the Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
You didn't touch her?
No, I haven't been to
She liked it.
I haven't been there yet.
Okay, you'll go there someday. Look at this crazy room. So here's a crazy table, and here's the crazy kitchen. Look at this little kitchen over here. It's got little cute windows. I want a kitchen with windows. I want a kitchen at all. You have a house, right, George? You live in a house.
Yes.
I don't. I don't have a house yet. I've been searching for apartments. They're all way overpriced and way undersized.
This area right here is the size of my living room.
I would, if I could build I'm not even kidding, if I could build a replica of this suite plus that room, so say I could make that room my child's room, and maybe if I'm not to get greedy, if I could add a garage to it,
Yeah.
and a dining room, a living room, and the room we'll see over there as my room, I would die happy. As a matter of fact, if you just added this kitchen to that room over there, I would die happy. It'd be pretty freaking happy. This is pretty crazy. The craftsmanship. So you come in here through this beautifully crafted glass door into a freaking kitchen. There's a fridge here with milk to go with the cookies out there. I think that's Georgia soda, who knows. There's a bunch of stuff in here. There's a microwave and things. There's all these cabinets, but nothing in them except for my Mountain Dew bottle, of course. The maids are gonna think that's pretty fun. A fun one! We did a fun prank! Pranked ya! Empty Mountain Dew! Oh, we got a Mountain Dew! Oh no, it's empty! Prank! I pranked them, George! What do you think?
Pretty good.
You like the prank?
Oh yeah.
It's a pretty funny prank. Like when I watch this one. Watch this one, George.
Yeah.
George. So they're gonna see this. They're gonna go, we don't have to clean that. We don't need to clean the ice bucket cups. But actually, I rearranged them. They're gonna think they were untouched. But actually, I rearranged them. I pulled the old switcheroo, George. What do you think? Good prank? Fun prank. Prank done. Nailed it. Look at this art. That's some Ansel Adams status art right there, George. I'm getting pretty hyper now.
It's first class.
To be honest with you, I used to be in this band, right? Okay, and we played a lot of churches. Way back. No, before this band.
Before this.
I had this guitar player, Trevor. And Trevor and I went and we were playing a show in a church in Walnut, California. I don't know what the church was called, but it's probably still there by that big hill and all that. So Trevor and I were in Walnut, California, and we go into this church and there's all these classrooms, right? And so while we're waiting for the show to play, they're like, oh, you can use these classrooms like kind of as a green room and get ready area. Let me just show you the rest of this kitchen. This actually leads out to the hallway. So the freaking kitchen of the room has its own exit. So just in case you have some servants or butlers or other things or people who have to serve you, to bring your food in here so that the master of the ceremonies here doesn't want to touch the peasant food deliverers, you can do it in here. And there's another phone right there. Look at all these phones. What's the freaking Obama staying in here? I bet, honestly, I don't know if there's a nicer suite. I think there's one nicer suite here. So Obama would stay in that one, and this would be the Biden suite.
Yeah, this would be Joe Biden's.
This would, or the Hillary Clinton would be staying in here right now.
Sure.
The former president's suite. Anyway, we're in this church in Walnut, California, and so we took all the drawers in the desks and switched them around. And all the kids, we switched their desk drawers, and we switched the teachers' drawers around. So we pulled the old switcheroo, and the entire time we were going, it's the old switcheroo, just like I do with the whole fun pick thing.
Yeah.
Okay, close those windows, close those windows. Let's see what the design looks like here. So you're in here, kitchen's closed, you've all had your family dinned in around the giant conference table. Uncle Joe Biden fell asleep over there with his face in the cookies, and then you've closed off the kitchen, the servants are gone, and it looks like that. Without George in the way, though. Look at it. Fancy. It's so fancy. It's so fancy. Oh, George, there's rich people cookies right there. Don't let them go to waste. Have a rich people cookie.
Have a rich people.
Have a rich people cookie, George.
Is there a rich people?
Well, you got to taste it and tell us if it's better than a normal
milk
cookie.
in it too?
Yeah, there's milk in the fridge. Go eat it. Go eat the milk. Don't bite that cookie till we see you do it.
Correct.
Also, I don't feel like you should eat the cookie in here. Please bring the milk out to the dining room, because if we're gonna be in this place, we should use it for what it's worth. Look at Disneyland, 60 Diamond Celebration napkin. Use the Diamond Celebration napkin, bro. Take the Diamond Celebration plastic wrap right off the cup. I don't know if that milk is good, but probably.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
It's gotta be, dude.
You think so?
It's gotta be. Yeah, it's fresh. Dude, you're just taste testing it to find out?
It's good.
How do you know?
It's good.
Okay. No, do it. Try the rich people cookie. We're all waiting. What are you doing there?
I gotta wipe my nose first.
Why are you wiping your nose?
Because I'm a little sick. Ready?
Okay.
Hungry, George? Does it taste good? Does the cookie take another bite, George? We're all watching. How's the rich people cookie taste?
Delicious.
Like what? Does it taste like money?
Mm-mm.
Does it taste like friendship?
Mm-hmm.
Kisses and butterflies for friendship?
Mm-hmm.
Sourdough? Honestly, is it better than any regular cookie? Is that a Vaughn's cookie? What are we dealing with?
It's a Disney cookie. I feel like you can buy this in the park.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So disappointed?
No.
If you're disappointed
Satisfied.
If you're disappointed with that cookie, George, I got a pair of things that might impress you. No?
You should save that one for Periscope.
Oh, in Paris! Right? Okay, never mind. Look at this. There's fruit. Have a strawberry, George. Have a strawberry.
I don't like strawberry.
George, have a strawberry.
I don't like
George,
strawberry.
have a strawberry.
I don't
Why
like
don't you want to have a strawberry? Just take a little
I hate
nibble.
strawberry.
Just take a
No,
little
no.
nibble of the strawberry.
No.
Bro, I invited you to a sweet party.
You eat the
I invited
strawberry.
you to a sweet party. Eat a strawberry. Eat a strawberry.
I hate strawberry.
I don't like strawberries either.
Well, you...
No, you eat it.
No.
Come on, George.
I'm eating a cookie, man. No.
George, I picked this strawberry just for you. How about a grape, George? Want a grape, George? It's a big ripe grape, George.
I can't
The
do
last
that,
time I
dude.
tried a grape in a Disney hotel was a hotel in Paris, which my friend actually booked me that room in Paris, and it was in this castle club. It was very fancy. If you go back on the vlogs, you can find it, the Disneyland Hotel in Paris. And I got this big cluster of grapes. It was left in the room. There was champagne in there. It was all crazy. I had it on Periscope, like the champagne, because I was like, why not, you know? Gotta share. And I've been to a grape, and there are seeds in it. In the United States, seedless all the way, man. We are so crazy about convenience in the United States. We literally genetically modified our food before the computer way of doing it. We genetically modified our food to be more convenient to our mouths. I might want the other half of this grape later. I'm gonna put it in the fridge. I'm gonna put it in the fridge and save it. Gotta be thrifty. Because here's the thing, man. It takes brains to stay rich, not just to get rich. So we need to start exercising caution. I don't know what I'm talking about. Look at out here, though. Do you know what this is, ladies and gentlemen? Because we're running out of time. We've been eating up a lot of time. Get it? Eating up a lot of time. Look what I'm doing, George. Open this. Look at this crap. This is the view out that window that you couldn't really see. And this is the view from up here. Right over here, you're seeing the tippy top of Grizzly Peak and the Tower of Terror from DCA. We're basically inside of where the front gate area.
You can kind of see Cars Land over yonder.
Yeah, Cars Land. You can see Anaheim. And look at that. There's the Paradise Pier, the Mickey's Fun Wheel. Yeah, fun, real fun, terrifying wheel. And then there's, what's that thing called? With the thing? That, with the swings, the Golden Zephyr.
Golden Zephyr.
And there's the Paradise Pier, California Screaming over there. And during World of Color, you could see the fountains coming up, and you could see the projections on the fun wheel. It was all crazy right there. World of Color was going on. You could watch World of Color from your balcony. You can't really see the fireworks from this balcony. It's the one drawback. But look at this. You can see down to the pool and see all the people swimming and having fun.
I have a question.
What?
Where's the Maliboomer?
Where's the what?
The Maliboomer.
The Maliboomer? The male boomer?
The Maliboomer.
What's the Maliboomer?
You don't remember the Maliboomer?
Oh, it's gone now, George. That's what I was confused about. What were you talking about? Look, there's a porch light. Look at this porch seating. Oh, this one's wet because it was raining all day earlier today. Isn't that crazy?
We should call someone to clean that up.
Yeah, we should call someone immediately, a servant. Oh my gosh, look at this crazy living room. One more time, one last time. I've never been in a place like this and been like, I mean, I guess technically this isn't our room. We just got invited to look at the room and enjoy its flavors because it was being unused at the moment. Paid for, but unused. So we got to be in it and touch its carpet. I'm still kind of weirded out about this. Like, I feel like we're going to get in trouble any second. I feel like fairly enough, the door's going to fly open. Someone's going to go, hey, I'm supposed to be sleeping here. Get out of here, George.
Going to come and be like, you stole it.
Right? Look at this. Yeah. It's going to be Tim Curry. Tim Curry's going to barge in here any second and be really angry. But we were sitting here earlier. So my friend is sitting over there. And another guy is sitting over here, a friend of ours. And then I'm sitting over here. I don't know why the seating arrangement. The seating arrangement is really not that important. Anyway, I'm sitting down over here for a long time having a conversation in this chair pretty much like that. No, that's not going to be good enough. George, you're going to have to come over here for the demonstration of this. You're going to have to come and hold this like this. What I was thinking of as I was sitting right over here, right? See that? Look in there. You see that? What I was thinking of is I'm sitting there and I'm looking at this, and then I start looking at this. Come tilt the, there we go. Down. Okay. What I was thinking of is, what a nice hearth, a fireplace, right? Who wouldn't have something like this? And then I noticed these. Like, what the heck are these shelves down here? Look at that. You gotta see. Look at this. Do you know what these are? These are like. Wait, everybody! I have a really great idea! Wait! Hold on. Look at those. Look at those. Don't look at me. Look at those. George, down. Chill it down.
Okay, got it.
Like, everyone's in here and they're like, hold on, guys. I just found out. Grandma's still alive. What is this shelf for? It's a big family epiphany shelf for you to have. Like, look at that. That really makes very little to no sense right here. Wait, guys. Timmy's in the well. This is the kind of thing Mussolini would have in his house. Like, just a big step that he could stand on and yell at everybody. Like, you, little Timmy, you've been bad today. Get out. You're little Timmy in this scenario. You have to leave. But isn't this crazy, George? What do you think?
I'm not sure what to think, honestly. I'm still trying to process everything.
I live in a space a quarter of the size of this room. I live in that space.
Yeah.
Probably half the reason why I always want to travel is I live in a very tiny space. And I am super impressed and just tripped out by this. Like, this is rad, okay? Far be it from me to judge anyone with more than me. I've learned something about people, human nature, George. This is true. People can be really nasty because nobody wants to be happy for someone who's happy. People like to commiserate. People like to crap on people who are miserable too. I know it's a weird thing, but most people are inclined to be nice when you're miserable, right? Like, George, you're having a bad day. People will want to be like, hey, man, it's not that bad, which is a good side of human nature. But there's a nasty side of human nature, which is if you have really good luck, there's a certain percentage of people who would be like, well, why didn't that good luck happen to me? Screw him and his good luck. He didn't deserve that. I've noticed this because I had a pretty good, okay year. I had a lot of, like George knows some of the personal stuff. I had a lot of struggles and hardships and things that made me really upset, depressed, bummed out. But also a lot of really good stuff happened. I got to go to Paris. I got to be in this room. I had made a friend named George. Lots of cool stuff happened too.
A lot of great stuff happened.
And I share the good stuff. I don't always share the negative stuff because I don't want to bum everybody out. And people see the good stuff. They don't see the negative stuff. And they instantly go, they like start trolling, be negative. Why should that happen to you? Well, I'm out of breath from this. The grandma's still alive the whole time thing. But there's this nasty side of human nature. And I don't think that's nice. I think if people can afford a room like this and get to do stuff like this, epic. Epic for them. Who am I to pee-pee or poo-poo on that? I think it's awesome. But I have to say, I'm pretty jealous. Like, I'm pretty jealous. I wish I just lived in a house like this.
Yeah.
Give me a house like this just to sit in with my feet all the way over here on this. I have to stretch out just to put my feet on the coffee table. Like, just give me with this, maybe a bigger TV though.
You know, I'm actually perfectly content with like my life right now.
Yeah.
But I would just love to be able to stay at a place like this regularly, you know?
Nah, give me the place. Give me the place. If we're gonna go into fantasy territory, just give me the thing. Like, of course you'd just be happy, content staying in the place. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about.
So we're fully indulging ourselves. Right?
Yeah, total fantasy,
okay,
man.
Yeah.
I would totally love a place like this.
Sure.
Just add a garage to it.
Yeah.
Make that my kid's room over there. This kid over here can be my room. Add a garage to it. And I literally would have no reason to complain. Be like, well, put a stove in the kitchen, though.
Yeah,
There's no stove in the kitchen. Yeah. One last room. Let's go in here. Oh, before I do that, though, real quick. One last thing in here. One last thing in this crazy living room is up here. Earlier, I noticed when we were sitting in here, there's a freaking panel up there that's kind of loose. Like, I don't know if you guys can see right now. Up here, there's panels, like, ringing the roof where it's lit up. See these square panels? And one right here looks a little loose around the edges, like, it's got a little crack in it. And I started thinking, like, look at this. I noticed there's cables now going through, and it's probably for electricity. But what I was thinking earlier is, like, what if that leads to a secret duct system, and it's all Mission Impossible? Dun, 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 dun.
Was that you? Did you do that?
Yeah, I did that. I did that by accident. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to touch the artifacts. And now we go into the master bedroom. Look at this, George. Look at this. There's another balcony on this side. So there you have your... Yes, I'm in the Kapua suite. Balcony over there. And then you have this. What is this? An armoire, I believe. What do we got in my side? Nothing. What do we got in George's side? A plasma screen TV, George!
All right.
Are you impressed by the size of this 32-inch TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, 32 inches, ladies. And look at this. Some drawers for your socks, George. Now, you're named after drawers, aren't you? George and drawers sound very similar to me.
Yeah.
You just giving up? Yeah. Okay.
What was the question?
There's a table and some sort of speaker thing, device that I don't know one of these. I bet it's fancy. Is that fancy, George? I don't know what that is. What is that? A CD? A compact disc player? Get out of town! I've never even seen one of those. Okay, let's take the long view of this. Ooh, craftsman style lights up here. A beautiful California king-sized bed. Look at this armoire for real, though. Very craftsman-y, very decorative and nice. And then over here is the Coupe de Grace. George has to go outside. He has to go on every balcony. Just let him have this moment. Actually, let's look at this though. You're sleeping here, you get up in the middle of the night, you want to have a smoke or a scratch or just some fresh air, and you go right out here, and that's your freaking view. And over there is the main lobby where we started the vlog. We came through the hallways here, and that balcony right there is where you used to make out with your wife before she was your wife.
Right.
Scandalous.
She's my girlfriend at the time.
Oh, you think that's just okay to make out with your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. That is okay. Look at this. That balcony right there has George's memories. And if we leave him out here and lock the door, he'll be alone with his thoughts forever. Look at it. We can lock it. We won't lock it. We won't lock it, but we could lock it. We can shut the curtain on his face, though. Goodbye, George. And you look like a ghost. Maybe don't stay out there. California king-size bed, and then look over here. This over here is the bathroom area, ladies and gentlemen. But if you want, you can seal it off with these fancified windows and make it look like a 19th century freaking bank. Give yourself a hallway to the bathroom and close this off. And yes, in case you were wondering, this is your private exit out to the hallway. Again, your own exit to the hallway in case you want to run away before anyone spots you and get in a whole Princess Jasmine type of situation where you're running away from your responsibilities. You can close the bathroom door here and then just voila. It's just a bedroom. Nothing weird about that. Look at it, look at it, look at it. Just a bedroom, all sealed off. But then, George, what the heck is that?
It's a shoe polish.
It's a what?
It's a shoe polish.
It's a what? Why do you need that? I want my shoe polish. Get out of the way. Do it again. Do it again. Wait a minute. I'm on the red side. Is that bad? Is that the lady side?
I have no idea.
Am I on the lady side, bro?
You got me.
Am I on the lady side? That's fine. I'm in touch with my feminine side. It's cool. But look at this. For real, though. You roll these windows back and reveal the bathroom. Look at the size of this tub. I'm assuming this tub has got bubbles and wonderful things inside of the tub area. What do you think, George? It's like a giant jacuzzi. This bathtub is literally, this bathtub thing is bigger than my bed. I'm not even kidding you. Look at that. George. This is George. I brought George, who honestly, I guarantee you, is the most excited about this because George loves the Grand California and it's like a big deal for him. So I know George inside is like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. And it's funny though because George is the least demonstrative person that I know. So it's funny to bring George here and be the one on the vlog because he's like, I'm like, look at this, George. And he's like, wow, this is really great. This is really neat. You know, you're right. This was just really interesting. Thanks, George. Thanks for getting excited with us. Okay? See what I'm saying? Look at this, his and her sinks, or if you're me, just his, all alone. Get out of here, George. Look at this though, a flower, a fresh rose. Why is that the song? I put a rose in my mouth and that's the song I go with, La Cucaracha. Over here, next to the his and her sinks and the rose vase and all the little H2O things and the little Disney resort soaps, which are pretty much the same soaps. I got rose mouth. Same soaps as Grand Californian. Is a TV, which we've muted over here, but it's showing all kinds of weird, like ancient 90s Disney Channel style Disney stuff.
Storybook time.
Yeah, like weird content over here. Exclusive, maybe? Only sweets get this? It's sweet content. Over here next to this is the bath. If you're all done soaking in your own private jacuzzi, apparently you can go into here. A shower the size of the freaking universe. I hope it's not motion activated. I don't know how to turn the light on over here, but there is on the wall. Whoa, what's that? Oh, turn that on. That's probably copyrighted. Over here is a thing called Mr. Steam that you can turn on and off. I don't know what Mr. Steam is. Do you know what Mr. Steam is, George? You ever met Mr. Steam?
Never met him, but I can assume what he does.
Oh, what does he do?
He creates steam.
He creates steam. So anyway, you shut this, and there you go. You can take a shower. What a fascinating thing.
How do you turn this on?
I don't know. You should take a shower though, George, because you stink. Ha ha! We want a picture, not a belly. How does it turn on? Was there a fancy rich people way to turn it on?
Just a lever.
Just a lever? Boring, lame. I totally wouldn't stay in this room now. No, it's just a lever. Lame. I'm lying. I want to stay here so much. I want to sleep well inside of it. And then over here, of course, another John, where you can call your friend John. Hey, John. Hey, Johnny. It's me. Guess where I'm at? No, I'm at the office. Guess again. No, not in the car. Hey, one more time. Just one more guess. You'll never believe it. I'm pooping! I'm pooping, buddy. Now I'm standing up off the toilet. I better sit back down so nothing falls loose. I got him. Hey, George.
Yeah.
So I was in the John, And I was taken in number 2, and I called my friend John from the John. Pranked him. Fun prank. Nailed it. You like that?
Yeah.
Okay, you're overstimulated. Look at this, though. A shoe polisher? That's freaking weird. Like, who needs a shoe polisher in their bedroom?
People with fancy shoes.
It just seems like that's the type of thing you'd leave in the closet as an option. Like that, you wouldn't put that as your go-to thing. Like, because look at, when you're walking in here, you come from the very impressive living room. It's all massive, right? And then you walk in the door, and the first thing you see is like, oh, look at my big bed and my shoe polisher. Like, it just doesn't seem like that'd be my go-to feature.
Shoe polisher kit.
You just randomly said shoe polisher kit. It's not a kit at all.
I think you did.
It's a machine. You just have nothing to say, do you?
Not right now, no.
George, you got... Where are you going? All right, George is gone. But anyway, look at this. This is pretty darn cool. Pretty darn crazy. Now, it's not my room. It's not your room. Ouch. I grazed my knuckle upon the thing. Yeah, apparently it's George's room. But look at this. This is the suite. The suite at the Grand California Hotel that probably none of the rest of us will ever get to stay in. But I thought, while I had the opportunity to browse it and peruse it and wander around, why not show it? You glad you had the opportunity to see it once in your lifetime, George, before we all die?
Very glad.
Of a nuclear incident? Are you glad? Are you happy now?
Yeah.
Satisfied? So there you go. I'm going to give you the walkthrough tour right now. Trying to hold the camera steady so you can see the bedroom. Right? Armoires. California king bed, shoe polisher, fancy huge bathroom. And now let's go this way. Back out. Here was the foyer that we entered through right here with its very own bathroom. And look at that, like, recessed ceiling with that cool craftsman light in it. You walk in, you see the fireplace, which is activated by a light switch, by the way. And then into this giant freaking room. Now, I have no clue what this costs per night. I have literally got no freaking idea. What I do know is it's got to be, I don't know.
What?
It's got to be 4 figures, right, to rent this room.
To rent this room?
For a night. It's got to be.
Yeah.
If it's not $1,000 a night, it's got to be close. And it has its own Christmas tree in it, just in case you missed it. We missed it, Christmas. What if you're Buddhist, though? What if you're like Buddhist and you come here, get this tree out of here! Or something else, you're Jewish. You're like, where's my menorah? Or you're nothing.
Where would they put the menorah, though?
Huh?
Where would they put the menorah?
Wherever you need candlelight. Duh. What a weird question, George. And look at this. Your kitchen, your area here, a separate room over there, which is much more like a normal Grand California Hotel room, from what George tells me. And that's it. There you go. There you go. The suite. What did I call this? It was the Arcadia suite, the Arcata suite. Oh, are you stealing fruit over there?
No.
He's eating those cookies, isn't he? Look at this. And then there's all kinds of books here on the shelves. What I noticed is the books are sort of glued down, but they're real books. And then I thought to myself, what the heck? Why are they gluing down and stapling down the books here? Like, you're already renting this room, which I'm pretty sure the price tag on this room could cover the loss of a few extra books. Wouldn't you think, George? He's no longer listening to me. Anyway, I want to do one other thing. George, I need your help. I want to do something. I need your help, George. Can you see if you can find light switches and turn off the light switches in here? It might be in the hallway or something. I want to see what this looks like in the dark. Oh, lights started going out. So we're going to stand up here. Ooh, look at that. Now how do we turn the kitchen light off? Oh, I turned the desk light off. Okay, let's turn this off. How do you turn this kitchen light off, though? The dining room. It's got to be away. It's getting all cozy in here now. I just wanted to see what it was like when it was cozy. Oh, there they go. How many switches was that? Like 100 switches? You hear those noises? What is that? It's all these clicking sounds of where the lights were around the room. Anyway, okay. Look out those windows. Isn't that freaking amazing? You got this fireplace over here chilling. You got George's sound effects. And then out there, look at that. DCA is out there. There's Mickey's Fun Wheel. And then down there, the pool. Well, I just had 40 minutes of a heck of a lot of fun wandering around this crazy suite that's fancier than anything I have ever lived in or am ever likely to live in my life. And I am pretty excited about it. I mean, that's not me thinking negative. I'm just trying to be realistic here. This is a pretty fancy and cool situation. What do you think, George?
It's probably one of the coolest things I've ever done.
Yeah, this is awesome. So thank you for joining us on 40 minutes of extra magical fun. And livefastnightport@spreadshirt.com. What else, George? What have I got? Live Fast Nightport on Instagram, Live Fast Nightport on Snapchat, Justin Scard on Twitter and Periscope, and patreon.com/Justin Scard, which is pretty much the tip jar. I'm a professional juggler. I stand on a street corner and vlog. And my hat that you can leave a little tip in. Patreon.com/Justin Scard. Otherwise, I don't know what else to say other than thanks for hanging out with us. Enjoy this fine leather chair that I'm almost tripping over. And this view out of these fancy, fancy, fancy windows. Now we have to kick George out of here before he gets nude and things get really weird. All right, I think we've done our duty. Go home and sleep well.